Okay, I'm recording. I'm just gonna let this whole conversation play itself out. I wanna go on record and say Joey. Yeah, Joey. For everyone listening to this podcast right now, Joey doesn't know how to pronounce names correctly. So we're just gonna leave it at that and call it a day.
Hey,
I would also like to preface that I think 2 out of 4 is very intoxicating.
I don't care. He just no. All season he hasn't been able to pronounce it correctly. He was like Duquesne. The first time he said it, I was like, who? He was like Duquesne. I'm like, you mean Duquesne?
For my boy, but I can tell you right now, folks, if you go down to the countryside of Tennessee, especially some older folks, you tell them to try to pronounce that name, they saying Duquesne.
No, they're not. I think you're fucking stupid.
I mean, depends on what part of South Tennessee you go to, bro. You go down towards down south, but don't be shy.
I don't know. I would trust Mar's opinion more than your opinion. I'm not gonna lie to you right now.
Tell me I'm wrong, Mar.
good thing I'm not from here. I don't.
But
Yo, by a buzzer. Yay.
Yeah, good for Yale.
Ryan, you recording?
I've been recording since we've been having this Duquesne conversation. I want to leave it in the podcast so the masses know Joey is.
Drunk.
Well, yeah, that, but like Joey is incapable of pronouncing Duquesne.
I can say Duquesne, but it looks like Duquesne.
It doesn't look like Duquesne, my guy.
Oh God. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to March Madness.
March Madness.
If you are listening to this in the comments, 2 out of 4 people in this podcast right now
Are wasted.
Take a guess, put it in the comments, and if you guess right, I don't know, we'll send you a cookie in the mail. I don't care.
DeVoe, you can't send cookies in the mail. I mean, you can. It just depends on how far they're going.
I'm not lying. I'll be the mailman and take a bite out of a cookie and be like, oh, not bad.
Joey, you can't do that. That's called theft.
I don't care.
But I'll let it be known.
One of them is you.
Yeah, one of the. I mean, you wasn't supposed to give it away though.
I mean,
Ryan always blaming the black man.
Whoa! You're also drunk. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I ain't lying, man. I'm
Wow.
Joey, you can't do this to me.
Wow.
Wow, shut the fuck up, bitch.
I'm letting it be known right now. If the New York City Department of Education is listening, it is a Sunday, so.
If the Department of Education is listening right now, no, you're not.
Yeah, that part. I mean, I'm gonna start this off, but I mean, Selection Sunday. It's been a wild college basketball season.
Really
this has been a season where you can watch and enjoy it, but to bet on it is annoying. I feel like I'm a really.
I will say this: anyone who plans on filling out a bracket or wagering on this tournament, prepare to have kerosene and lighter fluid next to you, because you'll just want to light your money on fire. Like this is gonna be. And we thought last year's tournament was crazy. This tournament might be crazier than last year's.
What made it insane? I wish I would have bet more going off my bracket, but I forgot about my bracket.
Oh, you're talking about last year.
Mars, like, Joey, why the fuck are you in first? I'm like, wait, I'm in first?
Yeah, you didn't know, dumbass.
I didn't
Yeah, he didn't know. I'm not gonna lie.
Lose round 2, and they did. I said Michigan State went on a little run. They did. I forget who else I had for a run, but
Michigan State's alright.
I'm not gonna lie. I should have won it last year. Texas would have came.
Oh, if Texas didn't hoe you, yeah, Texas hoed you.
I would have won.
I forget who I picked for the national champ last year.
But there's been a lot of upsets.
I think I was with Gabe. I had Texas.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Losers.
Uh-oh, it's almost time. Almost 2 minutes away.
Bro, shut up.
But I will tell you.
This podcast is definitely not for kids. Goddamn.
Yeah, I'm letting you to be known. If you're not over the age of 18,
Goddamn ear.
Don't listen to this shit.
don't listen. Please don't.
And if you're sensitive, too damn bad.
Don't listen to this shit.
Don't listen to this shit. That's the name of this episode. Don't listen to this shit.
Yeah, we need a signed permission slip by your mother if you are 18.
Wow.
Yeah, I will let it be known. For those who are listening, I mean, some of us are watching the NASCAR race. Some of us are at work, and some of us just at home. So this is gonna be very.
I'm also drinking beer, so we got that going for me.
I've also after I finished my Ciroc.
Bro, you got the NASCAR race on too?
Yeah.
You?
I also drank some red wine.
Oh yes, sir.
Hey, Joey.
Yep.
So last night, my father-in-law comes home from work, and he plops he plops a beer down in front of me. It was called like Purple Berry Burst or something like that. It was like 12% alcohol. It was like a 36-ounce beer. Oh my god, it was so good. I gotta find it. I just wanted to share that with you.
Hey,
This is gonna be a very good
This is gonna. Here's the. You know what the fun part will be? The fun part will be after the selection show's over, when we dive in to the bracket. That'll be the fun part. And also, I'm going to put this on record. If Indiana State does not make this NCAA tournament, I am driving to wherever the NCAA is. Oh, shut up! Let me talk. I don't care that you don't. Okay, fine. I don't care that you don't care. Fuck.
I don't care if you hit your elbow.
Joey, shut the fuck up.
Wow.
You're an asshole.
No,
Yeah.
I'm in front of me somehow.
I don't care. Fuck you.
It is 6 o'clock. At the moment right now on the East Coast.
Let's go, baby! Here it is. Time for fun.
It's on CBS, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, motherfuckers. Let's lock in. And truthfully, I don't care if I'm behind all of you. I'm sure we'll probably all be behind Mar, because Mar somehow is always ahead of everybody else.
I think everybody will be behind.
You know what it is, though? You know what the problem is? Is like you were saying earlier, this selection show has been so crazy that, like, who the fuck knows, man? Who the fuck knows? I want a 6-bid Mountain West, too. Let that be known. Give me a 6-bid Mountain West, please. That would be hot. Oh my god, it's a goddamn miracle.
One biscuit.
He showed the fuck up.
Oh, cornbread, we got a question.
We got bone to pick with you, bitch.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the punishment.
Yeah, bitch.
We're just roasting him alive, man. Not even saying anything.
Yeah. If we didn't preface this already,
Oh, he bailed! Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's back.
I'm just letting you know, if my job listens to this, I am home. I'm not around kids. I'm sitting in my living room.
Hello?
Cornbread, you just wake the fuck up.
You just wake up from a nap?
No, I don't know why my mic wasn't working.
You sound like you're in bed.
Oh, we're just chilling.
Do you have beer in front of you watching the selection show like the rest of us? Well, Maul can't. He's working.
Oh, bummer.
That's fine. Yeah, nobody cares, Joey. Fuck you.
Yeah, me and Joey are sauce, so.
I'll get there.
I went to the bar, Cornbread. I went to the bar in my house for St. Patty's. Good lord.
Here we go.
Now I'm just letting it be known. I don't care if anyone spoils it.
UConn is the #1 overall seed.
As expected.
Okay.
I want to know, is this on Paramount Plus? I'm gonna check it.
Oh, hey, Gabe. They're playing in Brooklyn on Friday.
Oh, they are?
Yes.
Gabe's like, time to take off work.
Oh,
They get Stetson. Ooh.
What time do they
Oh,
play
I
on
like
Friday?
Stetson too.
You say
What time do
UConn is playing Stetson?
Yes, poor
Yeah,
Stetson.
I like Stetson.
Hold on. Joey, Ryan, what time are they playing on Friday? 'Cause I got parents.
Games won't come out. Times won't come out until today or tomorrow. Oh no, times won't come out until either like later today or tomorrow.
No, it's gonna come out like tomorrow.
Yeah, if that's
FAU's an 8 seed? Are you serious? Wow.
Damn.
wow, I'll let it be known. I'm telling you, I finished at 11 o'clock. I will stay at
Who they got? Give me a good 8-9. Give me a good 8-9, please. They're in Brooklyn too. Oh, Northwestern! Oh, FAU don't want no part of Northwestern. FAU don't want no part of Boo Booey.
Yo, Ryan, I'll tell you right now, depending on what time they play, I will go.
Tickets won't be that bad. I went last year when they were in Buffalo. A couple years ago when they were in Buffalo. That shit's fun as hell.
I will buy my tickets right now. I will stay at work.
Hey, you know what you can do too?
I can leave my...
San Diego State's a 5 seed. Yes, let's go.
Who's the okay? Let's see. 12-5.
Who's the 12? UAB. Oh, damn it! I wanted a tougher challenge for Sandy. Nah.
Northwestern minus 7.5 right there.
Auburn to 4 seed.
Good.
Dude, that's crazy.
Who's the 13?
Auburn.
Yeah! Poor Yale.
You're about to get smacked.
Yeah, this Auburn team's different this year. Okay, give me the 6-11. Who is it? Who's the 6?
Okay, let's see if I can get some of these upsets I like potentially. I want to see an upset.
BYU's a 6. Let's go, baby! That's a scary 6 seed.
I'm predicting an upset.
Who are they playing?
I don't know.
Oh!
Dude, you guys are so far ahead.
Quincy! I'm
Nah.
not gonna lie, I think BYU got that done.
Illinois, the 3 seed. Thank God.
I think
Well,
BYU got that done.
at least Nebraska's not going to be in this East region.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Who does Illinois get?
Good question.
Give me a halfway decent 14 seed, please.
That played.
Oh, Morehead State.
I
No.
like Moorhead. Boo. Illinois about to run him out the fucking gym.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough.
I think BYU runs out to Quincy at the gym.
Who's the 7-10? That'll be a fun one in Omaha.
Give me
Bye,
the
Gabe.
10 seed, Gary. I want to get 10 seed.
Washington State's a 7.
Dude, you guys
Okay.
are so
Ooh, I
far ahead of me.
was talking all that shit on Washington State too. I like Washington State.
Who they get?
Alright, let's
Give me a good 10 seed. Give me like a College of Charleston or somebody like that.
see if this backfires on me. Let's see if this backfires on me.
Give me somebody good. Give me somebody good. Oh, Drake, baby, that's a fun one.
Yeah, that should be a fun game. That should be a fun game. That's a potential upset.
Washington State and Drake.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Give me Drake, please. Iowa State got a 2? No way.
Oh, that means they're gonna get Ryan. That means it's either gonna be North Carolina or Tennessee.
It should be. I bet you it'll be North Carolina. I don't even care who the 15 seed is. Truthfully, I don't even care who the 15 seed is. They're gonna walk them.
Yeah, my bad. One of my coaches called. Something about
South Dakota State.
Oh, the Jack. Those are the Rabbits.
Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
that's
but yeah,
close. Instant.
Ryan. Depending on what time the games are, what I might do, I might bring a change of clothes to work.
Coin, is South Dakota State one and done?
Yes.
I will say this.
Now with an
This
Iowa
isn't a
State.
terrible bracket.
No, it's not.
I mean, UConn should be able to get through the first couple games before they run into Auburn.
Or San Diego State.
I feel bad for BYU. If they win, they've got to play Illinois. That's kind of rough.
Illinois is such an easy path. to
They
the
play
East
Morehead
region.
State, then they'll play BYU with Duquesne, then they would get, well,
Yeah.
you know what? Illinois, Iowa State would be a really good elite Sweet 16
Mhm.
game.
You know what?
It's gonna-
There's a potential upset that I see here.
Who? Is it BYU? Is it
No.
Duquesne over BYU?
I could see that happening.
I can see that a little bit.
I think
I can see.
Drake over Washington State.
I don't hate that at all.
That's another one, even though I was all over Washington State before the bracket.
That too.
Yeah. I will say this.
Illinois just got a cakewalk to the Sweet
Yeah,
16.
Illinois got a fucking smooth.
But yeah, Ryan, how much
Even
did you pay
Auburn
for
in the
your?
round of 32 is going to run into San Diego State. Like, that's a bummer right there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ryan, how much did you pay for your tickets for the first round?
When we went, I think it was I think I ended up paying like 100. But here's the thing, we went for the full day. Like, we went for both games. But you know what sucks too? Is, Gabe, you might get screwed. Because there's a chance with some of these games, they play at like 12 and 4, or like 3 and 6, or like 6 and 8. Like, they stagger them throughout the day. Like, when we went and saw,
Take the whole day off.
we went and saw Princeton. Oh, not Princeton. We saw Providence play Richmond. Providence shot them out the gym. And then we saw New Mexico State and Arkansas. That was the Arkansas team with, who was the little short point guard they had that was really good? I don't remember his name off the top of my head. For Arkansas a couple years ago.
But yeah, I know I can't call out that whole day because I got parent-teacher conference.
Oh, man, I would assume, I would hope just for your case that like that UConn game's like at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, but no. See, the thing is, I don't live that. See where my school is. It's not that far.
How far are you from Brooklyn?
I work in Brooklyn.
Sick.
Barclays, legitimately what I can do.
Yeah, because that's where they play is Barclays.
It's like a 15-minute bus ride to Barclays. No, 15-minute bus ride to the train.
Yeah.
And then what I spend, like, maybe, depending on what train I take, like 20 minutes. It shouldn't take me no longer than like 30 minutes to get to downtown Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then realistically, what I could do is I could leave my bag at work.
Yeah.
In like one of my lockers and bring a change of clothes.
So good news. Cornbread, I don't know if you're on the Indiana State bandwagon like I am. Them giving Drake a 10 seed kind of helps Indiana State's case a little bit.
I think they're getting at large around 14.
I think they'll get a 13 or 14. That's one of the scariest 14 seeds I've fucking ever seen if they get a 14. Goddamn.
I have a question. Do we think Princeton makes it in?
No, hell no.
No, I don't.
They didn't, if they would have won the conference, the Ivy League, the one bid league this year, sadly, because Princeton didn't play like Yale or Cornell. Like if Princeton would have played Yale or Cornell instead of like Brown, I mean if Princeton would have won anyway, they would have ended up in the championship. But like if Princeton would have had like a better strength of schedule this year, they probably would have gotten in, but I don't think they will. You know what the problem is too, Cornbread, and I know you and I have talked about this sometimes. Some of these mid-major teams, like Indiana State, like Princeton, like the College of Charleston, a lot of these high-major teams are scared to play them because they know they might lose. So all these teams all year, they have a semi-shitty non-conference schedule. Then you get into conference play, you run through your conference, win the AQ, possibly don't win the AQ bid, and everyone's like, oh, well, the conference was bad, they didn't play anybody all year. But, like, that's the problem. Like, College of Charleston, Princeton, FAU, Indiana State, like, teams won't play them because they're afraid they'll lose. And that's so shitty.
See, but I think the biggest issue with that is, like you said, that you can only control so much.
Yeah, of course.
Because, honestly...
Ooh, we're back in. We're coming back in here. Where are we going next? What bracket?
So far ahead of me.
Cornbread, do you think Nebraska makes it in?
They should.
I would fucking hope so.
I ain't got a horse to play in this race. LSU ain't making nothing, so...
We're going to the south. We're in the top right quadrant of the bracket now. Houston's the 1 seed. Let's go, baby.
That was easy.
I'm just saying that right now. Nebraska is locked in.
They should be.
I could not imagine a situation where they're not. They have...
Do they get a play-in game? They might get a play-in game.
Who, Nebraska?
No, Houston might get the winner of a play-in game.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Not here.
Oh no! Long was the 16 seed, bro. That's embarrassing.
I'm not gonna lie, Mar. If you there, are you going to any games in Memphis?
He's muted. Nebraska's an 8, Cornbread. Let's go.
Oh my God. I wish they were at least a 7, but that's okay.
Who's the 9? Oh God.
Dude,
Who's the 9? Hang on. Shut up. Who do they get? Oh, they get Texas A&M. How the fuck did Texas A&M get in the field at 20 and 14? Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, they might beat Texas A&M.
They should beat Texas A&M. They should get Texas A&M. Oh, that Nebraska game's in Memphis.
Dude, look at all the Nebraska. Nebraska is not that exciting because they know they win one game. Guess what happens?
They'll get a run into Houston. Oh, Wisconsin got a 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Wisconsin Badgers.
That's a bummer. That is a bummer, boys.
I'm telling you right now, I might buy tickets to Brooklyn, and I might just go.
Do it. It's a great time. You won't regret it.
No, I've never been.
Oh, Wisconsin get James Madison. Oh no.
Oh, that might be upset number 2 right there.
They're playing in Brooklyn too.
That might be upset number 2.
Why not? You don't think so?
That's my wagon.
Go on, bud. I think you're insane. The James Madison's.
James Madison is fucking gonna get dog walked by Wisconsin.
No, they won't. Duke's a 4? Ouch.
Really? Ooh.
I want to know who their 13 seed is. Give me somebody good.
Why call out a word? No, I can't do that.
Duke is Vermont. Oh, Duke gets Vermont first round.
Can't do it.
Vermont might keep it close early, but if Duke gets on, they're gonna smack them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not gonna
Oh,
lie.
they're playing in Pittsburgh this year. Ooh. Texas Tech is a 6? Ew.
Madison.
I'm not gonna lie.
The impressive win this season was against Michigan State.
Yeah, so that's a fucking good win at the start of your season. Oh, NC State's an 11. They got hoed.
Ooh, I might go NC State
James
in that one.
Madison's about to get cooked by Wisconsin.
No, they're not.
No. I'm not gonna lie. NC State, I'll move for DJ Burns. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Here's the problem. They,
Zach Randolph guy?
yeah, that's DJ Bones. That's his name, Joey.
Yep.
Don't wear it out.
Baby Randolph.
Baby Randolph. Who's the 3 in this region then?
I'm not gonna lie.
Kansas?
I'm not gonna lie. That's a fake Debo right there.
Kentucky's the 3 in this region. Damn.
Oh, Gabe, I told Kentucky.
Oh.
Okay.
Give them a good 14 seed so they lose.
I told Ryan, that dude from NC State's like DeJuan Blair stuck in Zebo's body.
Oakland. Oh, who cares?
They're gonna beat Oakland.
I'm not gonna lie. Don't be surprised if it's NC State versus Kentucky.
Go NC State.
Florida's a 7.
Really?
Kentucky ain't got no size this year, really.
Florida's solid. Who's a 10? Oh God, please be a good 10.
That's a good question. I told you Florida's one of the more well-rounded teams.
Boise State, Colorado. Damn it.
Nah, I'm gonna just say something.
I don't know. If Boise State wins that game. Ooh.
Hold on, Joe, Ryan. To the person that told me that DJ Burns couldn't cook Armando Baycott, I like to know where he's at.
I want to know who told you that.
Yeah, nah. Somebody told me that DJ Burns is overrated.
Boise State, Colorado's not bad at all.
I never said that.
Marquette's a 2. Come on, Tyler Kolek. We need you.
Really?
Only doesn't even need to play the first round, bro, if anything.
They might not play him in the first round. Who do they get? I don't care who they get. They'll roll through whoever they get.
Good roll with no problem, bro.
I don't even care who they. Oh, Western Kentucky? Gross.
Colorado.
Do they have any?
Boise State.
I could see it.
Do they have any games near where you in Buffalo this year or not?
No, they come to Buffalo next year. They're in Pittsburgh, though.
Go JMU, baby.
I will say this. Even if James Madison doesn't beat Wisconsin, I don't know if Wisconsin will beat Duke.
No.
Not gonna lie, I could see James Madison beating Wisconsin.
Cornbread says no, but he's also a Big Ten stan, apparently.
I just don't. I'll be honest with you. I seriously think that James Madison isn't able to compete with Wisconsin.
Is Tomi Naga gonna shoot? If Tomi Naga gets Houston, is he gonna shoot them out the gym?
Fuck no, dude. Houston's gonna.
Damn, at least he's being realistic. I respect that.
No, I'm
not
not
gonna
gonna
lie.
lie to you guys. I'm very depressed about this poll. I wish Nebraska would have at least gotten a 7 because putting them at that 8 means you're always gonna set them up to play a number 1 seed.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you would have set it. At least at a 7.
You can play
get
a
them
2.
against-
Somebody just texted. One of my boys just texted me, and was like, he said, and I quote, "If Kolek doesn't play, Western Kentucky might beat Marquette." I'm like, okay.
No, they're
Yeah,
not.
not
no.
fucking-
You know who we need to get in? We need South Carolina to get in too. That would be cool.
You know what I'm surprised? I'm surprised they put if St. John's is in. I'm surprised they didn't put them to play in Brooklyn.
It's not geographic related.
Yeah.
But
No,
I feel like
I thought you can't
I know
find
it's
a
not,
place
but I
to
feel
use
like you'd be more inclined to play. Now, me
I
personally,
don't think you can select them for that,
I have a
though.
deep attachment to St. John's because I should have went there.
Okay.
I should have went.
I don't think they let you do that. Like, I don't think, I think it's something like within 3 something. I can't remember what it is.
Hey, since when are we getting 10 seeds as playing games? I thought it was just the 11s and 16s.
That's what I thought.
I don't like that.
I wish that they were all 16.
I agree with you, but that'll never happen.
That would be the only way to do it for the 68. if you're so bad that you have to do a play-in, you should be a 16 seed.
Agreed.
Now I have a question. I know there's rumors that they might be extending the bracket next year.
Yes.
Or next 2 years. How do y'all feel about that?
I hate it.
think it's happening.
Here's what you do, though. Here's what you do. If you expand the bracket, you take the 8 high major teams that are, like, just on the bubble. You take 8 high major teams that are on the bubble. You play them against, like, some, like, the top 8 mid-majors that didn't make the tournament. They play off against each other, and that's how we decide who else gets in the field. Because some of these mid-major teams can beat some of these high major teams.
Alright, but what number would you even bet to?
I've heard as high as 96, which is a problem.
Dude, then what's the fucking point of a conference tournament?
Exactly.
Like, conference tournaments are gonna have to realign, otherwise basketball teams...
Well, here's the thing. You're already getting conference alignment anyway next year because the Pac-12 is going to be gone.
Well, yeah, and if the Big Ten keeps its same tournament format, everybody plays, regardless of where you get. You at least get a chance to be in the tournament.
Yeah.
And that tournament's gonna be...
To interrupt y'all, Kyrie just hit the...
I saw that. I just saw that floater. That was disgusting. So here's who we're missing right now. We have no Colorado State. We have no St. John's. We have no Michigan State. We have no Indiana State. Is there anyone else I'm missing that's like floating around the bubble that we haven't heard yet?
Utah State.
They won their conference. They'll get in.
Yeah.
Wait, did they win their conference? No, New Mexico won that conference.
Yeah, the Lobos won.
I still think Utah State might get a play-in game.
No, that's at least a 5-bid league.
It's not 6 anymore, unfortunately. I don't think so.
No, yeah, I think the only reason it's not a 6 is because I think God, what team am I thinking of? I think fuck, not Colorado State. Fuck, who am I trying to think of?
Utah State, Nevada.
Yeah, I think Nevada lost a little too early.
You know who else
I mean,
sucks?
their loss was ugly.
Yeah, how is Auburn a 4? Can we talk about that for a second? Oh, hang on, they're back on.
I don't know.
That doesn't make sense to me.
If I can get some tickets right now, hold it.
Where are we going? What bracket? We are going to the
Well, that's all set.
the Midwest, bottom right corner. Really? Come on. Purdue is the 1 seed.
Yeah, so Ryan, the 1-2 is going to be between North Carolina and Tennessee now.
It should be.
These aren't bad.
No, they're not bad.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
What the hell is
Montana
session
State
two?
and Grambling? Oh boy.
What the hell? What time's is session 2? Because I can get a ticket for like $82.
Yeah, that's not bad.
But no, that's all way in the back. I ain't with all that. No, well, no, that's a lot.
Okay, who's the 8-9 matchup in this bracket? I want to know who's going to run into Purdue in the next round.
Hey, man.
Utah State's an 8 cornbread.
Utah. Ooh.
Who do they get?
Fuck with
I
you.
want to know who they get. TCU. Oh, who cares?
Ryan, session 2 would be the evening
I got
session, right?
Well, no. So they do what's called morning and evening session because they just break it down. It's only 2 games. That's the thing. So like it's just sessions of like it's just like you come in for 1 game. Gonzaga's a 5. Ew.
I'm just trying to figure out if session 2 would be the after, will it be like the evening?
Yeah. Who do they get? McNeese State. Goodbye, Gonzaga.
No.
Damn, of course, 2 of my teams, me and Ryan bandwagon all year.
No, for what? What are you talking about, Cornbread?
Dude, get out of here.
Gonzaga sucks.
Gonzaga, this is one of the ideal-
Gonzaga's terrible. Stop it.
No, they don't. They're 25-7.
McNeese State's 30-3.
McNeese State plays in the fucking
It's the Southland. Kansas is a 4. Gross.
Not gonna lie.
Who do they get?
I'm not gonna lie,
Samford.
Kansas might be able to make a run.
Man, I like Sanford too, Ryan. You like Sanford, but that's not it.
They're doing their selection show outside in some random street. That's kind of dope.
Would I be wrong to say that Kansas can beat
No.
No.
Well, here's the thing. If you get a hang on. It's gonna depend on how quick McCullough and Dickinson come back. If they're not back for the first round, oof, they should be. But
No, because realistically, I feel like they
South Carolina's a 6, perfect.
See, this is the issue right here, and I know it's March. I know anything can happen, but at least comparing like Gonzaga and McNeese and Kansas and Samford, Samford's like an actual.
Oregon got an 11. Let's go.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
There's a couple of upset spots I see.
What'd you say, Cornbud?
I said at least in this one,
Creighton's a 3.
Samford and Kansas looks like more of an upset.
Ryan, you are recording, right?
Yeah, I've been recording. We're going on a half an hour.
Okay, good. Okay, I'm just making sure. Lord.
Who does Creighton get?
I'm not gonna lie, I was very high in Creighton this year. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
Akron. Ah, who cares?
Creighton got that round 1. Creighton got that one.
Okay, let's see the 7-10.
This is 7-10.
Texas. Texas started a round in a 4, but I'm still not believing in them yet.
Alright, let's see who this 10 seed is.
Virginia and Colorado State. Virginia made the field? Oh my lord.
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, if Colorado State wins that, they some mean motherfuckers, man.
Not gonna lie, that mean if Virginia and Colorado State made it, St. John's didn't make it. I'm calling it right now. They did not make it.
Yeah, that's too many bubbles.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Tennessee's a 2, Joey.
Okay, that means North Carolina's gonna get the 1 then.
Probably. Who do they get?
I don't think they deserve that 1 seed.
I don't either, but I don't know who you give it to.
Probably between Tennessee and North Carolina.
I don't think Tennessee deserves a 2 seed.
Who do you think?
No, we were gonna get a top 2 seed either way.
Who's the 15? St. Pete. Here comes St. Peter's, Joey.
Fuck out of here.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie. Who do you root for in that situation, Joey?
Are you stupid?
Here comes St. Peter's, Joey.
I'm not high. I know you're drunk as shit, but are you stupid?
Hey, do we think Utah State can give Purdue problems? I don't think so.
Early.
It's gonna take somebody like a Kansas, Gonzaga, like a McNeese State to give them problems.
Kansas got to stay healthy. That's the problem. I think maybe Kansas could because they got depth a little bit. But if they're healthy though, if they got healthy and they got their depth with it, then they can give Purdue a run. But
So we are still missing Michigan State. I bet you Michigan State's gonna get a fucking play-in game. I guarantee it, and that's gonna piss me the hell off.
wouldn't shock me.
We're also missing,
I see a couple of upset picks right here with this bracket.
I guess I haven't seen Nevada yet.
I haven't either. They might get a play-in game. Watch it be like Michigan State and fucking Nevada in a play-in game, the last play-in game.
Remember when I said I had Tennessee to win the whole thing?
When the hell did you say that?
I told. When did I tell you that, Joey? Like a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, about a couple weeks ago, hit or miss.
Yeah. I might actually play it.
Watch St. Peter's fucking...
Not happening.
Watch them beat Tennessee in the first round. I'd laugh my ass off.
That's not happening.
Not without Dougie Bucket.
No, I know. They're not good this year. They're not that good. Oh, New Mexico's... Oh, you know who else hasn't gotten their name called yet? St. Mary's as their auto bid, and then New Mexico is their auto bid.
Yeah, Nevada, Clemson up there, okay.
But Clemson, I don't think Clemson makes field.
No,
Where is Doug Beater?
He's at Bryant University.
Did they run their tournament or no?
No.
He's not even a starter there. It's kind of sad.
Bro, you know what I've realized? We only have one.
We only have one left.
How many Big East teams do we have in the field right now? UConn is 1.
UConn,
Marquette is 2. And Creighton is 3. That's it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. St. John's ain't making it, dog.
No, I don't. It's not looking great right now.
Yeah. I feel like if everyone who was supposed to win the college tournaments won,
The midi-
they would have.
yeah, the committee's kind of fucking themselves right now here.
Yeah, nah. But then again, they kind of got screwed with what happened this past weekend, too.
I know. Do you know if that last playing game, it should be a 16-16 play-in, right? I would think so.
But then again, I think all the playing games, I think, should be really 16-16.
I know it should be. So right now, I kind of like Colorado State over Virginia in the playing game. I like Boise State over Colorado. That'll probably be the best game of the 4. And then, I mean, Montana State and Grambling is either way.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is gonna be a very good one.
This bracket, that Purdue bracket, has a little bit of bubble upset for me here. Because I think there's a chance, and I know Cornbread's going to boo me for this, I think there's a chance Gonzaga could be given troubles. I want Samford to at least give Kansas a little bit of problems, but I don't think it'll happen. You know who's the team in this region that can go on a run? Oregon can go on a run in this region. I mean, if they beat South Carolina, then they have to play either Creighton or Akron, which is not horrendous. I think Creighton and Oregon are like kind of mirror images of each other. The only problem though is Cornbread, you know this too, is what are you getting from Creighton? Like, what Creighton team are you getting? That's the issue.
You definitely need the shooting to be there, and I think that's a good poll for Creighton and Akron. Dude, that over-under probably going to be like
160?
160.
Yeah.
That's going to be a shootout for sure, and you just got to make sure your shots drop. But then, I don't know if... I think Oregon might actually beat South Carolina.
I think so. It depends on if they can break down that defense. That's the problem.
South Carolina really kind of struggled going into the last part of the...
we're back.
We're back. We got last bracket here. If we get Michigan State in this tournament, I'm going to lose my goddamn head.
Fellas, I got a question. How y'all gonna do this? Are we betting on every game?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm not losing my money.
Yeah, I'm not losing that my money.
Gabe, what's the challenge? Minus 150, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to do it, you can do it, but I don't think you gonna do it, though, Cornbread.
Oh.
Hey, everyone shut up. Shut up. We're coming back in. North Carolina's the last 1 seed. Damn it.
As I know it.
Yeah.
It didn't shock me.
They don't deserve it, though, to be honest.
Okay, I want to see if they favor North Carolina in this bracket. I hope
Let
not.
me see how they favor this.
Is this a 16-16 play in here? It should be.
It should be.
It should be.
Howard and Wagner. Gross. Wait, what?
Wait, what?
North Carolina shit the bed and still get the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Mar, Tennessee got 2 seed.
They don't I'm not gonna lie, they don't deserve
Who's
that.
the 8-9? Mississippi State, that's fine.
At least North Carolina was still in their championship. Come on.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, lost to fucking NC State.
Yeah, but NC State...
Michigan State got a 9 seed? What are we doing?
Dude, there's
Oh,
no
that's a
way
crime.
Michigan State and
That's a
Michigan State
crime.
are not.
Yeah, Ma, I meant to ask you, are you going to any games in Tennessee or no?
You said what?
Are you going to any games in Tennessee or no?
When did they start?
Thursday and Friday. Oh, St. Mary's is a 3? Wait, no, they're 5. No, they're 5. 5, sorry. They're 5.
You're really smart. Dude, Michigan State got such a light poll. Are you fucking kidding me?
Who does St. Mary's get for the 12? Oh, God, don't be someone good. Don't be someone good.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Satan's almost got screwed.
Grand Canyon St. Mary's first round? Oh, boy.
That should be good.
Wow.
That's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be a
hard pick.
banger.
That's going to be one of the tougher ones I got to
That'll be the toughest game, I think, to pick in the entire first round so far. Who's the 4-13? Who's the 4?
Wait,
Alabama.
You're right. Didn't Michigan State beat Purdue last year?
I don't remember.
I don't
forget who beat
remember.
Purdue last year.
Charleston's a 13 seed. That's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama makes the run here.
I don't think Alabama's good enough. I just genuinely don't think they're good enough. I'm not gonna lie to you. 6 at Clemson's a 6? What? Okay.
What? Okay.
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 Please be a good 11 seed. Please be a good 11 seed. Give me like an
That boy
Indiana.
J. Hall.
PJ Hall's alright.
Wait,
New Mexico. New Mexico just got hosed.
Oh, I got New Mexico on that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I would have loved to see Clemson play NC State.
Bro, New
Oh,
Mexico.
You won't see that first round. Who's the 3? Please be
We'll
good.
find out.
Baylor. Ugh, that's a scary 3 seed.
Yeah, they are.
Who do they get? Colgate? Oh boy.
Oh, the Colgate brush your teeth.
Dude, I think New Mexico beats Clemson.
I agree with you completely. Dayton's a 7. Ew.
Ew. What a ew.
Dayton's a 7?
Ew,
I can't believe they made the field.
ew. Brother, ew. Brother, what is that? Brother, ew.
Nevada's a 10, Cornbread.
What?
Wait, what?
Brother,
Yeah,
brother,
you gotta split
ew.
Who's the last 2 seed?
Brother, ew.
Who's the last 2 seed?
Last 2 seeds gonna be.
Should be...
I
Duke.
don't know.
Wait, where's NC State?
They're on the other side.
On the earlier bracket, they're on top.
Arizona's the last 2 seed.
I was gonna say.
Brother, ew. Brother, ew.
Let's find out who the last team is.
And let's see what team gets hoed.
It's an auto bid.
It's probably gonna be a play-in.
It's not. It is Long Beach State.
Oh,
Oh god, the Long Beach State.
Brother, ew.
Ew,
Brother,
Long Beach State.
ew.
Ew.
Brother, ew. Brother, what is that? Brother, ew.
So, now that the bracket is done,
Coming off the pick and roll.
let's dive in, fellas. Let's dive in.
I'm telling you right now. Let me pull up this full bracket.
You know, so I will tell you this. I am very upset that Indiana State did not get in. No St. John's, which is a little surprising.
Not super.
Not gonna lie.
Um,
It's not surprising to see how.
Indiana State should have took the Michigan State seat at 9. That's terrible.
so I will say this. I just saw a tweet on Twitter. Somebody tweeted out that this is the first time in the 45-year history of the Big East Conference, a team went over 5 games over 500 in conference play and did not make the NCAA tournament. That team was Seton Hall. We had no Seton Hall. We have no St. John's. How many Big East teams did we get? 1?
3.
That's it? And we got, what, 4 or 5 ACC teams instead?
Yeah, Clemson. Of all of the
Carolina, Duke, Virginia, Clemson, and NC. How the hell did we get 5 ACC teams in this tournament?
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
What screwed a lot of things up for the Big East is all the upsets that happened this weekend.
Yeah. You know what we need? You know what we need in this bracket? In that bottom left one? We need an Arizona State, North Carolina Elite Eight so Caleb Love can get his revenge.
But I will tell you this though. I see a
Yeah,
lot of upset. I see a lot of upset opportunities.
So do I.
I'm pissed off too that St. Mary's got Grand Canyon in the first round. Like, they were like, screw you, mid-majors.
Yeah, no, I see a lot of upset opportunities.
You know,
I will tell you this though. Who do we all think has the easiest road to the Final Four?
Probably North Carolina out of the top, as far as the top 4 seeds are concerned. Maybe North Carolina, Purdue.
I don't think North Carolina deserves that number 1.
I don't think they do either, but who are you going to give it to? That's the thing.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Here's the first 4 out, by the way. Your first 4 out are Oklahoma, Seton Hall, Indiana State, and Pitt. Wow. Kind of forgot about Pitt, too, not going to lie.
Really?
I probably would have
Hold on.
put Indiana State over Virginia.
So
deserve it.
hold on. So that means that Michigan State was in no matter what happened today.
Yeah, I think so.
That's
I think it's a crime.
That is criminal.
I'm not gonna lie, you could have made a case for even St. John's to get it.
Can they beat
Overall.
Mississippi State? Like, are they good enough? I don't know.
I don't know.
Indiana State not being in there, and
I don't know. Pick a fucking team. Michigan State, Clemson.
I think, yeah, Clemson,
Virginia.
Michigan, Virginia.
I'm not gonna lie, I see a lot of fraudulent. I think there's 2 fraudulent number 1 seeds. I think North Carolina and Purdue.
I will say this. I will say this. I've been a North Carolina hater for most of the year. Um, they've kind of grown on me a little bit down the stretch and into the ACC tournament. It just depends on whether they can hit shots. Like, if they can get Cormac Ryan and Harrison Ingram going. Oh, wait, hang on, bids per conference. So, the Big 12 and SEC both got 8. Big 10 got 6. Mountain West got 6. Mountain West 6 bid league. Let's go. ACC got 5. Pac-12 got 4. Big East got 3. Jesus. American got 2. A10 got 2. West Coast Conference got 2. Jesus. How the fuck are we getting 6? I'll take the 6 bid Mountain West.
I have a question. When do they release like the full schedule?
Should be very shortly.
Tonight, tomorrow morning.
Hang on, let me see. Oh, also, if you don't have it, or if you have space on your phone, download the March Madness Live app. You can watch games, check the schedule, look at the bracket.
I have a question. Are we doing this? Are we doing an ESPN bracket this year?
Yes, I'll set it up once we're done recording and I have this up online. I will set up the bracket.
I'm putting my title on the line this year.
Oh, boo-hoo, you should never have that.
I think you're fucking stupid, but that's fine.
You should never.
You didn't even know you was winning.
Hey, I still won it though.
Man, that's what pissed me off. I was the closest one to having somebody in the Final Four.
Hey, Gabe.
No, bruh. Fuck that. You didn't even know you were winning until I said something.
Yeah, that is true.
What the fuck are you talking about? Putting your title on the line, you piece of shit.
Mar,
You
look.
didn't even know.
Mar, let me finish, please. You still get some of the glory.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you get any of it. You had to be told you were in first place.
I won!
I have a question. Are y'all gonna try to beat the 63% this year?
Fuck no.
I mean, I'll tell you right now. The crazy thing is Ryan gets targeted.
Miss me with that shit.
I'll say who wins, and if they win, I count for that.
Miss me with that shit.
I don't want to hear that.
Can you
Nope,
eat a-
gotta pick it all.
No, they
Can
like
you eat a
I
Frank?
say
Can you eat a Frank?
they win.
That's not the real. That's not the real
don't give a fuck,
63%
Keisha.
challenge. That's not the real
Keisha.
challenge. Gabe, I'm
I
telling you
got
right
more
now.
important things to worry about.
Gabe, I'm doing it. I'm pulling it out.
You're doing it.
Oh, good luck to you.
This is my
You're gonna feel it again.
official announcement that I am putting
I'm not gonna lie. I went on an unbelievable heater to pull off that.
I don't want to say you got lucky, but you did go on an unbelievable heater.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. That's like Hall of Fame stuff.
What did you... Shut up, Joey.
You know when they talk about like the Jordan flu game and like
Was that your Jordan flu run right there?
that was my Jordan flu run.
I respect it. I respect it.
I don't think listen. I think this might be the worst tournament for like the 63% to do it in because there's so much volatility.
So let's kind of break that now that we have the full bracket. Oh, go ahead,
Hold
Cornbud.
on, no, real quick before we finish up.
Oh, we're not finished. We're gonna be going for like another 20 minutes.
No, I know, but before we move on to something else, I will say, finishing up all of the stats, we did get to 58% on an unbelievably large clip of about 1,400 games over this.
That's stupid.
You know what I'm gonna tell you? You know that saying, if you take a girl home, did you do it? You didn't do it. No, you didn't do it.
Damn.
Well, all right.
You didn't do it. And listen,
All right. Well,
listen. I had to buy the plan B. You didn't.
Jesus.
you crazy for that stuff.
That's the plan B. You didn't. You just watched the movie with her after she said, "Oh, I'm not in the mood."
Damn.
I guess I don't even know what's happening.
I don't either.
Nah, man. You guys talking.
Justin's in here. Hi, Justin. You're joining the podcast. Hello.
Wait, this Justin. Oh, what's good, my brother?
Justin, you're on the podcast. Say hi to YouTube and Spotify.
How we doing?
We're good. We're talking brackets right now.
Yeah, I figured you guys were supposed to hop in real quick.
I feel bad. I kind of feel bad for I feel bad for College of Charleston. I feel bad for both St. Mary's and Grand Canyon. Dayton, I don't think really got hoed with Nevada. I think Nevada could beat them though. I would laugh if Duquesne beat BYU. That'd be funny.
Yeah, that's not happening.
You don't think so? Well, BYU, if they don't hit shots, though, Cornbread, they ain't winning games. And there have been a couple games this year where they haven't hit shots.
Also, they play in the Big
They don't-
12. Their defense is a lot more stellar.
Well,
off
yeah,
the third.
of course it is. I could see FAU losing to Northwestern. That would be funny.
Definitely agree with that one. I could see, on a long shot here, I can kind of see Oregon upsetting South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. I have that already penciled in. Well, not penciled in, but I could see it happening. Who do you guys think has the easiest road? Forget the toughest road. Who do you think has the easiest road to get to the Final Four?
That's not no wrong.
It's not. I don't think it's Houston. It kind of might be UConn, with the top 4 seeds being UConn, Iowa State, Illinois, and Auburn. Like, UConn can play with all of those teams.
I'm not gonna lie.
I could definitely see an Auburn, UConn, Elite Eight.
Elite Eight, I agree. I could see a UConn, Iowa State Elite Eight.
Yes.
Um,
If Iowa State plays defense like they did yesterday.
You mean UConn, Auburn, Sweet 16? UConn and Auburn would be meeting in the Sweet 16, boys.
oh,
Ew.
that's no fun.
Ooh. Yeah, that's no fun at all.
I kind of want to see Iowa State get to the Sweet 16, just to get to the Elite Eight, so they can play UConn. I think that would be fun, just because. I mean, I will say this: I think Iowa's got one of the best defenses in the country. I don't care what the metrics say. I don't care what your numbers say, Cornbread. I think Iowa State could match up very well with UConn.
I've never seen a one seed get dominated like Houston did yesterday. I mean, I know that one big guy was hurt, but they got absolutely destroyed in every aspect of basketball.
Doesn't help. I'm curious to see what happens as far as that lower right bracket with Purdue, Tennessee. Who's the 3 seed in that bracket?
Would I be wrong
Creighton
to say that?
and Kansas.
Would I be wrong to say that Tennessee beats Purdue if they were to match up?
No.
No.
It just depends on how they can defend Zach Edey. That's the problem.
I'm not gonna
We
lie,
got
Zach.
lanes, but we don't got Zach Edey lanes. But
I'm
No.
not gonna lie, Zach Edey is the most overrated college basketball player of all time.
I think we need to watch your mouth.
I had Purdue yesterday too. Heartbreaker.
That sucks.
My last leg.
I don't know how I feel about that Purdue
A
region.
lot of bad calls, a lot of missed calls.
Who does Florida play? They play one of the first. They play Boise or Colorado, correct?
Yeah, Florida will get the winner of, I believe, Boise State and Colorado, yes.
Give me Boise State.
Cornbread thinks Colorado's going to win that playing game.
I don't.
I think Colorado wins that playing game, and with that injury that Florida just...
Oh, I saw that injury. I unfortunately saw that injury today.
That was a really big...
It's a big blow. Yeah.
Yep, 100%.
That guy was... I mean, not
I will say,
not a
though-
defensive leader, but pretty much one of their most formidable bigs.
Yeah.
So I could even see Colorado just making it to the Sweet 16. I mean, not the round of 32.
Yeah.
Just off of that.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Colorado. I mean, I don't know. I could definitely. I don't know. For some reason, I could see Boise State pulling off. I mean, I wouldn't call it an upset, but I could definitely see them winning a playing game.
I could too.
Florida fights, man. Florida, had some kind of a good SEC run there. Being down 18 at A&M and coming back and winning. And A&M is no slouch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I definitely see A&M beating who they're playing in the first. They're playing Nebraska, right?
Yeah.
I could see an A&M beating that team also.
I don't think you're wrong there. I mean, I don't love the pull that Nebraska got.
No, that doesn't help it. That's not a good pull for Nebraska. I agree with you completely.
Well, and the way that I'm looking at this, we're putting Nebraska at pretty much the same level as Michigan State.
Yep.
Which I don't believe is true.
I think Nebraska's way better
And
than
we're
Michigan
also
State.
We're also putting Clemson above Nebraska.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Fucking
Is
insane.
there any surprises for you guys on teams who didn't get in?
There were 3 for me: Indiana State, St. John's, and Seton Hall.
Seton Hall definitely the biggest surprise there.
I'm actually more surprised too with St. John's.
I'm kind
I
of glad
thought-
Pittsburgh
I
and Wake
thought-
Forest didn't make it.
They weren't good enough over the last couple games to get in.
But I definitely, I could
mean,
definitely see a case for St. John's. I mean, that's like my homeschool college. I went to all their pride parties and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I don't. They definitely had an argument there, but I think they can have it right though.
You know what it is?
know,
I felt like
the only
the
thing that really
made
got
it upset. My bad. Go ahead, Cornbread.
Oh, I was just gonna say the only thing that's crazy, and this is a tweet from John Fanta.
I love Fanta.
John Fanta tweeted out for the first time in the history of the Big East, the team that went over.
Yeah, I
games, over
said that. I
500
said that earlier. I said that
did you?
earlier. You might. I don't know if you were here, but that's wild to me. That stat is crazy.
No, Shaheen Holloway, literally first year in or second year in.
I thought they were gonna end up dancing. I really did.
They should have. They really should have. There were teams on there that absolutely did not have the right to be an auto bid, and I mean,
Well, you got to think about it this way: UAB stole a spot.
Well, see, and that's the thing too, is you had so many one seeds that lost in the conference tournament games. Purdue lost, which, I mean, it mattered, but it didn't. You had teams like Kent State losing to Akron. You had teams like, I mean, I know Yale. You had Princeton fucking losing earlier in the semi.
Akron would have
see,
been
but those
if they
teams,
lost
none of
that.
those leagues that you just listed are necessarily going to be big fields.
I understand that, but still.
I really think it's the American that really fucked it over.
Yeah, the UAB definitely did, and there was another game, another team I was thinking of. Shit, what conference was it?
Was it the A10 with Was it the A10 with Duquesne and who's the other team that? Oh, Dayton. Dayton was the other team that made it in from the A10.
Yeah, Dayton was in there. I know. I wonder if Akron lost yesterday. Is Akron in? I think so.
They should have lost yesterday if that guy doesn't foul when they're up one instead of down one with 5 seconds left.
I had Akron in a parlay with Houston as a two-legger.
That's insane.
And if Houston would have won, I mean, not saying that play would have happened in my favor because it hasn't been a very nice college basketball season to me. But, yeah, I don't know. I like there's another matchup I like too. I was going to mention.
I want to bring up a.
Carolina State.
I want to bring up a. Yeah, go ahead, Justin.
North Carolina State. Who they playing in the first round again?
They get.
Right or an 11.
They get an 11. They have to play Texas Tech. That's going to be a fun game.
It is.
I wonder if they're going to carry that momentum going in. Texas Tech been playing very well.
I like
I wonder
Texas
if
Tech,
the
I
line on
will
that
say.
game's gonna be. I could see Tech being like a 5 or a 6 point favorite.
I could too.
Even for and Pop Isaacs has been.
I love Pop Isaacs.
He's been playing real good. I don't know if there's anything else that's coming from all the issues that happened in the Bahamas.
That was a problem.
Is that I don't know if that's over with, but
I would assume
outside
so.
of that, as far as basketball goes, this dude's been hoop.
I wanna play a little game. I'm gonna bring up 4 teams from the tournament. I want you to tell me what team you trust the most and what team you trust the least out of these 4 teams. Okay? So we've got Baylor. We've got Auburn. We've got Kentucky. And we've got Kansas. Baylor, Auburn, Kentucky, and Kansas.
I can go first. I trust Auburn the most out of those 4 you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I think they are getting hot at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that I trust the least is honestly, I'm gonna say Kansas.
I don't hate that.
You don't know the status of their star players.
Yeah, them. So I saw a tweet from Jeff Goodman a couple days ago while he was down at the Big 12 tournament. Bill Self told him that Dickinson and McCullough are both expected to play in the first round game. How healthy they are, that remains to be seen. Mar, would you like to go? Yeah, Cornbread. I don't know if you have anything more.
No, of course they're gonna play. This is March.
How healthy will they be?
Yeah, and so anybody can say, I'm gonna play, but that doesn't really matter if you're not 100%.
I agree. Because if you're not on the floor contributing anything, what good are you?
That's where I could see Stanford really pulling something out right there.
I would laugh my ass off.
And on top of that, like, I know Gonzaga hasn't been amazing, but Kansas has a really hard. That was a hard pull for them. I'll be honest. The entire bracket.
That entire bracket's scary. Go ahead, Mark.
So, what did Kentucky pull?
Kentucky pulled a 3 seed. They have Oakland. If they win, they get the winner of Texas Tech and NC State in the next round.
Okay. Now, no bias involved, but I do trust Kentucky the most.
I kind of,
14
I can see it.
I trust them because here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, did they lose in the tourney to Texas A&M? Yeah, they did. But again, like Justin said, Texas A&M is not just some team.
No, they're no slouch.
They're a very good team. But I feel like with this poll right here at number 3, and in the first round matchup they have, I think this could be a fresh start
I agree.
for Kentucky. And with a fresh start, you just go out, you act like nothing happened in that tourney, and you just play your basketball. John Calipari, probably one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time.
Of course.
He's gonna make sure they're prepared.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna make sure that they're ready too. And I'm sorry, but there has not been a time where I have went against Kentucky and have won.
Mm-hmm.
They find a way every single time. Who I trust the least with definitely going off of what Cornbread said, I definitely trust Kansas the least.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, their star players are supposed to be there for the first round, but how healthy are they going to be? We do not know.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, with your health, depending on how healthy you are, that will pretty much determine what type of production you're getting out of, said star player.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie. This is not the time to get half-ass performances out of your star player.
Especially not in a tournament like this either.
Especially not in the tournament.
Well, and on top of that, if you look at their bracket side, Stanford isn't a slouch. Then they got to play, I'm assuming, probably going to be Gonzaga or McNeese.
Yeah.
And then Purdue. Like, if they make it to the Sweet 16, that's it.
That is rough.
There's not even a guarantee that they make it out of the first round.
No, I agree.
That's the one thing I think that's the one thing that throws me off about Kansas. This is not a guarantee of them making it out the first round. This is probably the first time I've seen Kansas in a situation where they might lose in the first round.
Yeah.
This is the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Joey, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Would you like to name the team you trust the most and trust the least out of the 4? And do I have to rename them for you?
No, so the least I will say is primarily due to injury, as Mar said. I do think Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling me they're coming back 100%, then okay.
It's a different story.
But I think it might take them a couple games to fully get their run back.
Mm-hmm.
If they make it out.
But nobody comes back 100%.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The one team I trust the most, and I'm gonna say this another way because Mar did take my trust the most team. What's one thing you look when it comes to tournament play that a team has?
You got to play defense and you got to play good guard. You got to have good guard play.
They have good young guard play. They got guys that can shoot. They got guys that can defend, and they got guys that can fucking be well-rounded.
You know what we keep forgetting too? I feel like a lot of people keep forgetting that Reed Shepard's coming off the fucking bench for this Kentucky team still. I think. Like, yes, Rob Dillingham has had his moments this year, but like, I still think I will say this. And this will kind of segue into my two. I kind of trust Auburn the most, just because of the fact that A, you won the SEC, which is not an easy tournament to win by any means this year.
Nope.
I'm unfortunately probably gonna have to agree with all of you guys and say Kansas is probably the team I trust the least. But getting back to Kentucky really quick, if there's a player or like two players that can like go on a Kemba-like run, it's probably Rob Dillingham and Reed Shepard. Like, that duo, that backcourt duo, could be one of the most fun to watch in the entire tournament. I think they can beat Oakland. I will say this. If they get NC State in the second round, that might not be fun for them. Because I don't know. I know they have that. I don't know his name, but everyone calls him Big Z. I would be very interested to see how he matches up with DJ Burns if they
Baby
get there.
Zebo.
DJ Burns is a different beast.
Yes, he is.
DJ Burns is a
And-
275-pound center
Wrecking machine.
with guard finesse.
Yes, he
it
is.
makes no sense.
Yeah.
Mark,
And
did
he's
you
very
hear
good.
what I compared him to?
Baby
Like
Zebo.
Randolph.
No,
Literally.
I call him Baby Zebo, but I was like,
Baby
for
Zebo.
one, I didn't think he was that tall, but I was like, this man looks like a bigger DeJuan Blair stuck in Zebo's body.
Mm-hmm.
He also is a very good ball handler. He has a lot of assists too. He knows how to handle a double team down low and get shots for DJ Horn and whoever else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He's not just a guy who draws contact and goes to the line.
I'm curious
And
to
with
see.
Mid-range.
What's crazy? Sorry, real quick, just about NC State. Dude, we might not even be talking about them if they lost 4 days ago, 3 days ago.
100%. No. they're
Yeah,
not
of
in-
course.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, of course. But they
Yeah,
found a way to
think-
come
I
back
think
and win
they
that
stole a
game.
bid from somebody.
You ripped 5 straight off. What other team did that? This season?
UConn back in 2010, 2011. You mean this
No,
year?
no,
Nobody. This year, nobody.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like a run through the conference like that, where in the ACC, and then you top it off with beating a team who still somehow pulled off a first seed.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that was just crazy. And these
Yeah, I think
boys
NC
wouldn't.
State definitely stole a bid from somebody.
Well,
That was
and if
my-
you're
what I
that,
meant to say before, I think it was UAB and North Carolina State who stole bids.
you can't discount them right now. I mean, that's just.
No,
That's
definitely not.
insane.
I mean, going back to last year, I know last year they were a very good team, and I know we all bet and stuff. They were a very good team to me.
Mhm.
Certain, taking points in different matchups and whatnot. They were having a few people back from last year, including DJ Burns, and
Think about this though. They beat Louisville easy. Syracuse, not as much of a good team, but still a pretty solid ACC team. Then they beat Duke, Virginia, and UNC.
Yeah, that's a fucking tough road.
that's a gauntlet.
Yeah.
And on no rest, to go 5 straight
Yeah.
is incredible.
You know what? I will say this. There's one team I'm staring at right now that I just think, I don't know why, but I think they could go on an FAU run like last year. I'm looking at San Diego State, who's actually in that bracket, funny enough, that I think could go on like an FAU type run.
gonna
And I know they
disagree
made
with
the
you
national
guys.
championship game last year, but they kind of struggled at points this year.
I'm
but-
going to disagree with that.
Who do you think? Who
I
are you
don't
looking
think-
at? Oh, you don't think it's San Diego State?
I don't think I don't think San Diego State has a run like that this year. Not saying it won't happen. I think this team is still very good defensively,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but they go through droughts where they do not score the ball.
Yeah, that's and you know what scares me too is they get Auburn in the next round, and that's not fun.
No, and
And
like
then
if
they
you
get-
watch the San
Then they get
Diego State
UConn
game,
right after that.
Yeah, that's also
the
not
San
fun.
Diego State game against New Mexico yesterday.
Yeah.
They had a lead. They blew it. You're going back to against UNLV. They were up by 10 with 5 minutes left. They got outscored 15-5 in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was
They
sad.
got lucky in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
The game before that, they played Boise State. They were up by 10 with 5 minutes. They blew that.
Blew
lead
it.
and ended up losing in overtime. That's a
Ryan,
team.
what was the question you asked, by the way? I mean,
Oh so I had listed out 4 teams of who you trust the most and who you trust the least. Those 4 teams were Auburn, Baylor, Kansas, and Kentucky. We all kind of agreed that we trust Kentucky kind of the most. I'm pretty sure we all trust Kansas the least.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
I trust
Okay.
Baylor, too.
I will say this. Go ahead, Gabe.
Me personally, I feel like if Duke gets healthy, not Duke. I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I'm very intoxicated. Kansas.
Catch me up on what's being talked about. I'm sorry.
I don't know why, but I think I know San Diego State made the national championship game this year, but I kind of just think they could go on like that FAU run and surprise some people. And yes, I know they're a 5 seed, but like Justin pointed it out, there have been points this year where they have just not played well and lost games that they shouldn't have lost. I know, and like I said, I know it's surprising considering the 5 seed, but I think San Diego State could possibly surprise some people this year. However, the unfortunate thing is they run into Auburn in the next round if they win, and that kind of sucks. But Gabe was going over the teams he trusts the least and the most.
Realistically, if we talking, as much as I want to trust Kansas, I feel like if Kansas gets healthy, they can make a run. They can legitimately make a run.
Can they though?
Of course.
Can they though?
I think they can, but I feel like realistically, I'm gonna trust them least because their health is just unreliable at this point. As much as I hate Kentucky, I think Kentucky they're tried, true, and tested.
Yeah.
And when you get to this point of the season, you do need tried, true, and tested. I don't know if you
That's
talked about
exactly
potential.
what Kentucky is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you were talking about potential upset plays.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say, do we?
I'm
Let's dive into that. Let's dive into some
I'm a-
upsets,
You
because
know
that's
who I
where the
think
fun
who
is
will
in
be-
this tournament this year.
You
Is
know
the
who I think
upsets.
will be Cinderella this year?
Who?
And I think it's going to be either NC State or James Madison. I just feel like one of them are just going to make that run.
I could see Wisconsin getting beat by James Madison first round.
You know who I
could
think
see
too is a team that could go on a little upset run and win a couple games. And I know that they're a bit of a higher seed than I thought they were gonna be. I think McNeese State as that 12 seed could be that team this year.
Bro, they some bad motherfuckers.
Like, yes, I know Corbett went on his little soapbox about Gonzaga. That's fine. He can do that all day. If McNeese State beats Gonzaga, and then they get Kansas in the next round, truthfully, I think they could
better
give
be
Kansas some problems. And if Kansas
Kansas
isn't
better be
healthy,
They
ooh, look out for McNeese State, man.
better be healthy.
I get what you're saying. It's a little bit different, though. I
Mhm.
want to say at least for Gonzaga's sake, dude. They've definitely picked up the pace a lot
Mhm.
more than Kansas, where
Of course.
you're just not getting the team that you expected to get in the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Of course, Gonzaga really struggled in the middle of the season, and I get it. They also had a pretty tough schedule, though, compared to McNeese. I'll just say that. McNeese needs to shoot the fucking lights out again.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
I agree with that.
McNeese needs to shoot at least 35% from three. They need to shoot at least 80% from free throws.
Yeah.
And they have not played this type of caliber of a team all season.
Nope.
Ryan, going back to your
See something
San Diego
happening.
State.
I just don't see it's being them.
Go ahead, Justin.
that if that team wants to make a push, they need to hit the three ball a lot better than what they've been doing.
I agree.
That's and if going to those four teams who we trust the most and least out of those four, I would agree with Auburn. The one downfall I kind of have with Auburn, but they kind of proved it to me yesterday, is they haven't played a lot of close games.
No, they
And
haven't.
in
That
March
is true.
Madness, a lot of these games, yes, I'm not saying they're not going to blow out teams, but who does Auburn have to hit a big-time shot late in the game? I don't think they have the guard play like other teams do, like other teams that you mentioned. I trust Baylor.
Yeah.
Just with some more experience.
Mhm.
I think a lot of these teams, if you look at Houston or Alabama, I mean, not Bama because Bama has a terrible defense, but San Diego State and Houston, those two teams are known for defense and putting up enough points to win. When your shots ain't falling, your defense can only do so much for you.
I will say
And
this. You brought
I
up
think we saw it
Alabama.
yesterday with Houston when their defense went to shit is because they couldn't put the ball in the basket.
I will
And that
say
was the
this.
end of the game.
You brought up Alabama, and I'm actually looking at that. That's not a bad draw for Charleston. I mean, you get Alabama in the first round. Again, like you just said, their defense isn't that good. Then you play the winner of St. Mary's and Grand Canyon in the second round. I mean, yeah, you'd meet North Carolina in the Sweet 16. But I watched Charleston run their way through the CAA. That's a team that could fucking win a couple games too.
Yeah, I could see that Charleston Bama game being set at the over like 178.
Yeah, that's gonna be a high ass scoring game.
You know what I
It's gonna
mean?
be insane.
Like now, Bama put up 53 points against Florida when they were down,
Yeah.
and they still gave up fucking 60 points.
Yeah,
you know
that
what
was
I
the
mean?
shit.
Like,
That was the shitty thing. Is they gave, even though they put up a lot, they gave up so many more. You know what?
they put up way too many points.
If
And
there's
you know,
one-
like you said,
Yeah.
defense. If they had a better defense and they had their offense was putting up 90, yeah, they could probably be even a 2 or a 3 seed. But they have no defense.
Mm-hmm.
Houston and San Diego State have the defense. The problem is just at the end of the day, you still got to put the ball in the basket to win the game. You're not going to hold the team
And
scoreless,
that's the
obviously.
issue too. is the guy that they brought in to be one of their bigs, Grant Nelson from North Dakota State. He was playing in the Summit League.
Yeah.
He obviously had a huge defensive advantage, and he is a good scorer. He could do it two ways. Just can he do it at an SEC Power 5 level? We didn't see it all season. And that's where, if Alabama's shots don't fall, it's the same reason why they lost last year, because they can't get a forward to score well. Same thing that happened to Miller. Brandon Miller, they were supposed to make a run to the Elite Eight, make a run to the national championship, and it's going to be the same shit, different year.
I think what Bama still has, I will say, is just that point guard Sears. I think he's got the experience in a close game. If I'm sure Bama's going to be in a couple of them, probably starting in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like we all said, point guard plays a huge factor in these games. He's a guy who can hit down a big-time shot at the end of the game. He can dribble down the lane and force contact, get to the line. He's a good free throw shooter. He's good enough from behind the arc. And he's a playmaker.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying he's better than the college Charleston point guards, but I'm sure I think he is. If that game goes the way we all think, with a very high-scoring game.
Yeah.
But that's going to go down to defense, and I think guard play also.
Cornbud, I want your opinion on this. Obviously, you, I, and Joey, I'll take your opinion on this too. Do we have any issues with St. Mary's playing Gonzaga, with St. Mary's playing Grand Canyon in the first round? Like, I genuinely don't like it for either team, just because I kind of want to see both of those teams, like, win a game or two. I just think that the committee screwed both of these teams royally by having them have to play against each other.
No, and there's one thing that you pointed out. The pick for the committee is kind of crazy this year, because this has been a different March. We've seen a lot of change to the parity of the league.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we've ever seen this many teams that are ranked that high lose. There's been tons of stats about it. I wish I could think of one off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But it's sad though, because St. Mary's did very well in the WCC.
Oh, they did
wins
very
their
well.
Championship,
Mm-hmm.
and then they pull Grand Canyon.
Imagine being St. Mary's, sitting in that gym, and being like, hey, we're a 5 seed. And then pulling Grand Canyon, and they're like, shit, we gotta play Grand Canyon? That's a team I wouldn't mind. It sucks because they would have to play Alabama or Charleston in the next round. But, like, that's a team that I think could go on a little bit of a run, too, is Grand Canyon.
See, but my big thing with them, too, is
they're also in the WAC.
Their competition's been ugly.
Yeah, the WAC is rough.
The WAC was not good.
The WAC is whack.
They made a run through the tournament. I mean, they only had 2 games, but they whooped on Seattle by 8, and then they beat UT Arlington by 15. But also at the end of February, they lost to Tarleton State and Abilene Christian.
I love Abilene
And
Christian.
both of those teams. Well, I guess Tarleton's not as bad.
No, they're not as bad.
Kind of pretty solid, but Abilene Christian, that's an ugly loss.
Yeah.
That's an ugly loss. And on top of that, Grand Canyon only played against one AP top 25 team this year.
Mm-hmm.
They did win.
Yeah.
But they just, I want to say they're not battle tested.
Yeah. I will say this too. Looking at the just kind of flipping over, going to the play-in games here.
Paul, I was going to ask you that.
I will say this: if I'm just picking kind of winners here, not necessarily like betting favorites or anything like that, I like Howard to beat Wagner. That'll actually be a fun game. I really want to see Colorado State beat Virginia, like really badly. Who got hurt for Colorado State the other day? Somebody got hurt for Colorado State the other day. I'll have to check the status or whatever before they play. I want to see Boise State beat Colorado in that other one, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then God only knows what's going to happen in that Montana State Grambling game. That game's going to be a shit show.
So what I was going to say was, I know nothing about Wagner and Howard, so I was going to ask you guys for some input on that one. Colorado State, Virginia. I think Virginia wins just because of how they lost in the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
I think they come out with another team in the tournament with great defense and could score the ball just enough usually to win a game.
Mm-hmm.
But, Colorado State had a little bit of a better offense. I like Boise. I know nothing about Grambling and Montana State. I'm off of a long shot. I think Montana State wins.
Yeah.
maybe if that's the so I would go Boise State, Montana State, and Virginia. I have no idea about Wagner and Howard. If you guys follow those teams,
Yeah.
input would be great.
Howard's been pretty good.
I was
this year.
gonna say I'm leaning Howard over Wagner just because I think Howard has a little bit more height and athleticism than Wagner does. Colin, but what are your thoughts on that UVA, that Virginia-Colorado State game? You think Colorado State can get it done? I definitely think they can. I just don't know if they will.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part about it is UVA definitely has had its ups and downs this entire season.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've seen them play really well and we've seen them play like ass.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the biggest thing to see here is just the type of talent that you see in the Mountain West compared to the ACC. This is something that's definitely been developing over the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But by no means I really think this game is going to be a pick 'em.
I kind of don't hate that. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
we might see this be like a -2.5, -3.5.
Yeah.
For both.
Well, I was even gonna go lower. I was thinking maybe Virginia like -1.5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna. There is no way that either of these games there is a money line, above -170.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the hardest game to pick. That's gonna be a bracket breaker right away.
And just to kind of set the table here, we're talking about the first four games. First four games are Tuesday, Wednesday. First round games are Thursday, Friday. Second round games are Saturday and Sunday.
So glad I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And the thing is, the really cool thing is Joey, myself, and Gabe, along with Bryant, we will be in Atlantic City for the Elite Eight matchups. That's when we're going to the AC trip.
I only live 45 minutes. I might be able to work down that way.
Who else do we have here? Cornbread. I'll ask you this, because you and I are the junkies. Who's your Cinderella this year? Who you got?
Looking over this bracket, I don't necessarily think that I see one. I mean, we're gonna get one that kind of transpires.
We will.
I don't know. There's just so much strength in this bracket.
Yeah, there is.
I'm back.
There's not going to be one in the East. I really think that. You could maybe see Drake potentially.
I was gonna ask you about that. Who does Drake have again? Drake gets Washington State the first round. Then they would have to play Iowa State the second round.
And then probably going to be playing BYU or Illinois.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Yeah. I don't think that's anyone, but Rutgers basketball is on Twitter complaining that they should have been in.
Okay, who is Rutgers? Sit the hell at home. Oh, also, I think speaking of brackets, we should have the NIT bracket also in the next day or two as well, just to kind of see who didn't.
State should have been playing.
Well, Penn State's not even going to make the NIT.
So
I don't
guys,
think.
real quick.
We're Michigan State.
Oh yeah, I agree with you completely.
Going back to those first
Indiana
four
State
matchups
does a run through the NIT, bro.
Yeah.
Indiana State's gonna run through the NIT.
Going back to the first four when we talked about Colorado State and Virginia, that line is actually out, and opening line is Colorado State's a favorite by -1.5.
Oh, good. So they're respecting Colorado State a little bit. I appreciate that.
Howard is -2.5 over Wagner.
That doesn't shock me.
And Montana State is -5.5 over Grambling.
Interesting. I kind of thought it'd be the other way around.
Well, the SWAC is not that great.
No, it's not. Oh, well, you know what's funny? Columbia, you know who Grambling beat to get in the tournament? It's everybody's favorite team, Texas Southern.
Oh, yeah, dude. That was...
Yeah, they haven't put out the line.
Grambling.
They haven't put the line out yet for the Boise State-Colorado game yet.
That doesn't shock me.
Just looking down the line, wow, Kansas is only -8.5 over Samford in the first round.
I'm not surprised it's not double digits.
Oh, I know.
But, obviously...
Hunter Dickinson and Kevin McCullough, because then that's going to probably jump up to
It'll jump to probably, what do you think, 13, 14?
11 and a half.
You think it goes as high as like a 13 or
12.5.
14 or no?
I don't think it goes
if they're
that
both
far
playing,
just because
if
it's
they
March.
stay considered healthy,
but-
I definitely see it.
Hey, if anyone's interested, the NIT selection show is at 9:30 on ESPN2.
Gross.
Looking at some other games on FanDuel, they got Texas Tech at -5.5 over North Carolina State.
Ew. Give me
Dude, I
NC
might-
State plus 5.5.
Might take those points.
How about you just wait? Do it.
Actually,
They got-
They
They have South Carolina -1.5 over Oregon.
That doesn't surprise me. Give me Oregon money line. Keep the points. We don't
Um,
need them.
BYU is -7.5 over Duquesne.
That
makes
also
sense.
doesn't surprise me.
Akron plus 12.5 against Creighton.
That's disgusting. I still feel like that
Dude.
might be a little low.
This line looks very cheap to me. I don't know much about Oakland, but Kentucky's playing Oakland, and Kentucky's only -12.5.
Oakland is pretty good.
The Horizon League was actually better than I was expecting it to be this year. I'll tell you that much right now.
I mean, we're probably going to see Toledo and probably going to see Toledo in there. Oh no, Toledo's not in the horizon. We're probably going to see Purdue, Fort Wayne, and Youngstown State. One of those two at least
In the NIT,
I
yeah.
love Youngstown State.
I will say this: there have been a lot of conferences this year overall that have just gotten better. Like the strength of the conference has gotten better. Like obviously the first one we go to is the Horizon League. Like the Horizon League has just gotten better. I think too. I want to like agree with Cornbud here that there might not be a Cinderella this year, but like I'm looking through the bracket. Drake could win a couple games if things go their way. I mean, I know they'd have to play Iowa State, but they could get it done.
There's a Cinderella. It's just not obvious to us this year.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to know what it is? There's a lot of teams that are ranked lower than they should be,
Agree.
and there's a lot of teams that should not be where they at.
Yeah.
So I feel like
That are.
we're not going to view them as Cinderellas because we expect
We
those teams to be
Back
those
them
teams.
to yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
Oh, but if
Um,
we had to talk about Cinderellas, I think it's generally NC State.
Yeah.
Can you call NC State an 11 seed if they as Cinderella if they won the conference tournament?
100%.
Yes,
think
that was
they
a
get in
Cinderella
with
run
their
through the
conference
ACC.
tournament.
Bro.
That is
That was a
true.
Cinderella run through the ACC.
NC State doesn't make the tournament without winning their conference tournament.
No, of course
I'm
not.
telling you right now, the way that NC State made Armando Baycott look like a regular person.
Bro,
Mm-hmm.
you know how funny it would be if NC State beats Texas Tech and then they beat Kentucky in the next round? That would be hilarious.
I would not
It wouldn't
be
shock me.
surprised.
It wouldn't
It
shock
wouldn't
me.
shock me. Like,
And then they would get Marquette. They would get either Florida, Marquette, Western Kentucky, or whoever wins that playing game in the Sweet 16.
They'll probably get
Probably Marquette.
let's really talk about like this ACC tournament, that final game. DJ Burns had his way with Armando Baycott.
Yes, he did.
He had his way. If we want to talk about, I don't know if we talked about this, because as I said
And-
before,
and
I'm very,
I'm glad you brought the.
yeah,
and I
because there's
just
a
say,
lot of
Yeah.
there's a lot of there's two fraudulent number one seeds in this tournament.
Purdue.
Ooh,
That's just...
Purdue and North Carolina. Purdue and North Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I agree
But-
with your
Absolutely.
Purdue take. I don't think North Carolina is an overrated one.
I don't think that either of those are necessarily overrated, to be honest with you, Gabe.
I can understand where you're coming from,
Wisconsin and
but hold on.
Wisconsin had a really good run there at the end.
but I'm
Um,
looking at those two number one seeds, and I wouldn't be surprised if they lost in the first round.
But who else would deserve them more than them? That's my
I'm
point.
not, but see,
Iowa State?
Iowa State.
You can make a case for Iowa State.
I'd make a case for Tennessee, but I couldn't.
Listen.
But
Here's the thing.
Outside of the conference is not good.
That's fine. You know what they just did to Houston?
Did you see what they did to Houston yesterday?
Oh, 100%.
There's nothing else. There's nothing else that needs to be said.
No,
That's all
I
that needs
agree.
to be said.
I think
When you
that's
see,
fair.
bro, when you absolutely beat the piss out of the best team in the country, one of the best teams in the country,
Yeah.
there's nothing else that needs to be said. Nothing. Because don't get me wrong, do I agree with Houston having this number one seed? Fuck no. They just got absolutely stomped. But guess what? Who are you going to give it to over them?
Yeah.
Nobody.
That's the question.
Nobody.
And you don't have an answer for it.
That's the point that we're at with this tournament is that a lot of number one seeds, I kid you, there's a lot of lower seeds that I think could cook them.
Also,
Yeah.
can I just go on record here and saying this bracket right now is the exact reason why we don't need tournament expansion. Like, I know it's probably coming, and I know we're all gonna hate it, but like this bracket, like this fun that we're about to experience over the next month is the exact reason why we don't need tournament expansion.
It's wild, but it's just like I was just checking on Twitter just now. I'm over here seeing people talking about, Armando Bacot about to win a championship. I said, Armando Bacot, the only thing he's getting is a contract in G League.
Yeah.
Damn.
I think Providence got robbed.
I don't know.
They're going to be a good NIT team.
They'll be a great
Yeah,
NIT
I
team.
think they
you're
did fairly
talking
well.
about-
I mean, I know they lost their conference tournament, but they didn't get blown out. Didn't they beat who did they lose to?
Did they lose to Marquette in the semis?
Oh no, they
beat Creighton.
They lost to Marquette.
In the quarters, lost to Marquette in the semis. Yeah.
There's a lot of teams. Like, I mean, I already know my two fraudulent number one seeds, but like, I tell you not, Purdue. I'm tired of them. I don't think they're that good. And North Carolina.
Oh, Bladen. Speaking of Purdue, Bladen Smith is banged up. He hurt his leg in the semifinal yesterday.
That too. Listen, I'm telling you what. If you let G.J. Burns, Baby Zebo cook you, Armando Bacot, you need to go to. I think you might need to go overseas.
Damn.
No,
We're just out here
Armando-
throwing strays at people.
Listen, I don't care. But think about it. Armando Bacot was out here saying North Carolina runs the ACC.
That's
But-
funny. That's so funny.
But Armando Bacot, my boy, since you've been there, North Carolina has looked horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is the worst version of North Carolina I've ever seen in my life.
I agree.
So it's
So
just
I'm
like,
glad you made this point, and I'm going to tell you why this shit is just okay. I'm gonna explain it.
go
The
ahead.
game is evolving every single day. You have players that are 6'10" or 6'9" and taller that can dribble the ball like a point guard. For example, a prime example in the NBA, Nikola Jokic.
Yep.
It's not flashy, but the man is averaging like 8 assists a game.
Yeah, that's
That's the job done.
stupid. That's as a
He
big
gets
man
the
too.
job- That's as a big man, as a splinter. Orlando Bacot does not have a skill set. It's rebounds and putbacks and blocks. Yes, that's what a center does. He does his job. Ooh. But look at the centers that he's had to go against in the past. And you tell me why. Tell me why we're all surprised that he got cooked the other night. Why should we be surprised?
I'm not. He deserves.
Yeah,
he
why
got
be
his-
surprised?
I'm not surprised, but I just think someone who runs his mouth so much should be putting up a better performance than that. I was watching that game, and I felt like I could have came off the couch and dropped 10 and 10 against Armando Bacot.
Okay. Whoa.
Nah, I'm being so serious. Like,
He's not. He doesn't have a bad point.
No,
It's just the
he
sole
doesn't.
fact of the matter is that Armando Bacot, for the guy that he is, for the trash that he talks, his skill set is not. It doesn't compare.
Yeah.
It does not compare. It's
There's
not
a reason
comparable.
why he didn't go to the NBA last year.
Of course not.
There's a reason why he did not declare for the draft last year. There's a reason. His skill set is just not comparable. I promise you, there's 1,001 centers across the globe that can compete, or even better compare or even better than Armando Bacot.
Mm-hmm.
And that hurts me to say.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big fan of Armando Bacot.
Same.
But when you sit there and you talk the trash that you do and you cannot back it up and you don't have the skill set to back it up,
It's gonna backfire.
how can you possibly be surprised when shit like this happens? Because I'm not gonna lie, I had a conversation with a North Carolina fan last night, and I'm telling him, I said, your boy got cooked, and he was like, it's one game.
Nah, man. But see, my thing is, we've seen too many times where Armando Bacot has gotten cooked. This isn't the first time either.
No.
We could go back to last year. Last year, he was the main reason why they didn't make the tournament.
He got cooked down low.
He got cooked down low, and I would not be surprised if they lost the first round. I think they make.
Whoa. You think they might lose to the play-in game?
I think they might do it. I think Sweet 16 is their max.
I don't hate that.
Sweet 16. Hey, Sweet 16. Hell, depending on who wins, round of 32 might be their match.
No, I don't know if they'll lose to Michigan State. They might lose to Mississippi State, but if Michigan State wins that game, they'll beat Michigan State.
That's why I said, depending on who wins, that round of 32 might be their max. Because I'm just not. I don't believe in this North Carolina. I don't. This is probably the worst I've ever seen North Carolina in my life.
I agree.
I can see Baylor coming out of that region for some reason.
Yeah, that's one. It looks like he's number 1 seed.
That's that's the North Carolina, Arizona, Baylor, and that might be. So I will say this: if there's a bracket that like chaos could happen, it's probably that one, because you've got teams in it like Michigan State, Mississippi State, Grand Canyon, St. Mary's, Charleston, New Mexico, Colgate, Nevada.
Oh, you're talking about the West?
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you off, Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
But let's really look at these number 1 seeds. Purdue, they sorry. Zach Eaton trash to me.
I wouldn't say they're sorry. I wouldn't say Zach Eaton trash.
I would say he's trash. I think now, mind you, whoever's listening to it, the Ciroc is talking.
That makes all the sense in the world now.
But I mean, Purdue don't impress me. Kentucky. Who's name the rest of the 1 seeds, Ryan?
UConn, Houston, Kentucky. UConn, Houston, Purdue, and Carolina.
UConn's my favorite 1 seed.
UConn's the only one that's been could actually act like a 1 seed.
No.
Yes.
No.
Be for real.
Houston's the other team that I like.
I mean, Houston got their issues. North Carolina sus. Purdue sus. I mean, realistically, the only lock as a number 1 seed to make a run
is UConn.
It's UConn. And it's not close.
It's not close.
Okay. I'm glad everybody's having this conversation, but let's really talk about it. UConn is probably, yes, the most all-around complete team.
Okay, got it.
Houston.
No.
You're
botting.
Hello?
You're botting.
You're good. Keep going.
Oh, wait, now he is good now.
Keep going.
Mark is going.
One person, the other person feeling good. Hello.
Yes, you're good.
Hello.
You're good.
Yes, you're good.
Okay. Thank God, because I had one person tell me I was good, the other person tell me that. What the fuck? Anyway, UConn is probably the most complete team tournament. Houston could be a complete team if their offense could find its legs without the defense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, listen, defense wins championships. We all can agree to that. We can all attest to that. But it's only so much that your defense can do.
Yep, said that before. Yep.
Your defense can only bail you out so many times on if you're not scoring the ball, you're going to lose the game.
Of course.
Yep. simple. But I wouldn't say Houston isn't isn't another one seed to make a run because they just have to find ways to put the ball in the hoop and get themselves out of ruts. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about y'all, but they get themselves into these bad spots to where they have to play defense. There's a difference between having to play defense and playing defense. When you're down, double digits, whatever it is, 20 points, you have to play defense. You don't have points. But when you're up in the game, you're up 5, 10 points, couple possessions, you're just playing defense. You're playing defense, you can create more scoring opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Houston has a tendency of having to play defense. There's a difference. When you have to play defense, that means you're fighting back for 15, 20 points.
Yeah.
Just outright playing defense, you're just trying to create more scoring opportunities so you can blow the game wide open. Because I promise you, everybody here knows this. Houston has the potential and has the opportunity to blow the game wide open. They're going to blow the game wide open.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. They're the
Simple
most
as
team that
that.
have. They're the team that has the most 10-0 runs all year.
So, you know,
Exactly.
you know what I will say about UConn? They might have the best trio as far as Donovan Cleggan, Tristan Newton, and Cam Spencer. Like, that team alone should scare anybody in their way. And I think they do. I just don't know if, like, I don't know if there's a team that will, like, truly, seriously challenge them until they get to, like, the Final Four. Maybe the Elite Eight if they run into, like, an Iowa State.
All right.
I'm gonna go out on a
I
limb
just
here.
feel like
No, go ahead, Mark.
Go
You're
ahead.
good.
no, I just feel like the only two fraudulent number one seeds here is definitely Purdue. Maybe Purdue, North Carolina for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Because Purdue, I'm not gonna say they lost that game the other day to Wisconsin
No, I needed them to win
solely
so bad.
just because they got outplayed.
Yeah.
Just because they got outplayed, because they didn't get outplayed. There was a lot of calls that got missed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of questionable calls that got called against them.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, everybody here knows basketball. One bad call, that's the fucking
Now, hold on,
entire
Mark.
momentum of it.
Now, Mark, are you over here making a case for Purdue to actually do something? Is that what I'm hearing?
Gabe, I think if you're looking at recency bias, you have to throw it out the window this year. And I'll tell you why. You want to know why? They got a player by the name of Lance Jones. They got a player by the name of Lance Jones.
Okay.
Lance Jones is somebody that could do something for them this year that they didn't have last year. They didn't have a third guard / stretch forward that could space the floor, knock down shots, get dirty in the post, do a little bit of everything, play some defense. I will say this. Yes, Braden Smith is like the most hot and cold player in the entire country. There are games where he'll drop 25 and just light it up from the field. And then the next game he goes out and drops like 2 or like 6 and just plays like shit. I will say this, and I will stand on. I'll support Mar with this. Do I think Purdue is fraudulent? No. Do I think they can be beat? Yes. With that being said,
They can be. They can definitely be beat.
I think the only fraudulent number one seed we have is North Carolina. That's what I think.
Is North Carolina. Don't get me wrong. Yes, Purdue has lost a lot of games that they should have won. Don't get me wrong, but you got to take a look at those games that they lost. For example, prime example, Wisconsin. Should they have won that game? Absolutely. But again, missed free throws and some questionable calls that got made against them, and some calls that got missed for them. And like I said, everybody knows the minute a call gets missed, the minute a bad call gets made, momentum just fucking shifts. We know how this goes.
Yep.
As a bettor, especially as a bettor, as a sports bettor, we all know how this shit go. The minute a bad call gets made or a call gets missed, the game, you might as well chalk the game. Might as well. But Purdue was in a spot to win the game yesterday, but they did not because of some missed calls. Again, am I making an excuse for them for losing? No, I'm not. They lost the game. They lost the game.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. But at the end of the day, we can't sit here and say, "Oh, they're fraudulent. They're fraudulent. They should have won." But oh, they lost. Now they're the number one seed. They're fraudulent. Anybody can be beat. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
As much as Purdue can be beat, UConn can get beat.
Yes, they can.
Can get beat.
We just watched Houston get the doors blown off yesterday, for crying out loud.
This is March.
Mm-hmm.
This is March. Anybody is capable of getting beat. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how good you are. I don't care what your record is. I don't care if you're undefeated. I don't care what you did. Anybody can get beat. I'm sorry. It's just straight like that.
Yeah.
Granted, don't get me wrong. Probably the only team that looks unbeatable here is definitely UConn.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Agreed.
Because I'm not going to lie. UConn made themselves an easy trip to go back to back, honestly.
So
I agree with
I
that.
will say this. Mo, do you mind if I step in for 1 second?
Go ahead.
If they're so we're on the topic of UConn, right? We know how good they are.
Right.
We know how good they can be. If there's a team, I'm looking through just their top of the bracket first. If there's a team that I could actually see them matching up with them kind of well, you know what would be a fun Elite Eight game? It would be UConn Illinois. That would be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because I tell you what, Terrence Shannon Jr. likes to play defense. Cam Spencer doesn't really like to play defense sometimes. The only issue I think would be, is how do you guard Donovan Clingan and Stephen Castle? Like, that's going to be your biggest issue.
They got Hawkins in danger.
But do we trust Coleman Hawkins? Like, that's my worry. Sometimes I trust Dane Danger more than I trust Coleman Hawkins. Not that I don't trust Coleman Hawkins, it's just there have been games this year. And you know what, too? We kind of saw Illinois kind of go through it when Shannon Jr. got suspended. Like, they don't have... He is their guy. Like, he is their Kemba Walker. He makes them go. Like, Coleman Hawkins can't really... He tried to make them go, and it just didn't work. Like, they also tried to force him to play point guard, and that didn't go well.
I really think TCU, if they get past Utah State and Purdue, obviously would be the 16 you would think, despite recent history. I think TCU could pull an upset and beat Purdue.
TCU could beat Purdue, I agree. I love Cornbread to death, but man, I really want McNeese to beat Gonzaga. I just don't believe in Gonzaga at all this year.
I don't either really yet.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm glad you brought this up because honestly, I think a lot of people are just so high on Gonzaga just because of the program.
Well, they don't.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's be completely honest. The program in the past 6-7 seasons, it's been remarkable. I mean, look at some
insane.
of the talent they produced in the last 6. Yeah, look at some of the talent they produced in the last 7 seasons.
Timmy,
remarkable. But yeah, Timmy,
Holmgren, Jalen Suggs for crying out loud.
Yeah, like they've produced some good talent in the last 6-7 seasons, but this is not 6-7 seasons now. This is a brand new season. This is damn near a brand new team, and this team is just. I don't think this team is March Madness ready.
No, I agree. They also didn't look great in that championship game. I know they only lost by 6. You know who's gonna need to go off for them to have a chance? They're going to need either Ryan Nembhard or they're going to need Nolan Hickman to just go stupid. Because I don't really believe in Anton Watson. And as much as Cornbread loves Graham Ike because he played at Wyoming, I don't think Graham Ike is all that.
You know what it is? They're rebuilding. That's what it is.
What is it?
They're rebuilding.
They are. And they have to.
That's what it is. So I mean,
Do we have anything
They're
left?
rebuilding. That I wouldn't necessarily say they're rebuilding. It's more of like they're just trying to adjust to what they lost.
Yeah. And
There's
that's
a difference between rebuilding and just adjusting to what you lost. Because don't get me wrong, losing Chet Holmgren, that was a big loss for them.
that's massive.
100%
Yeah.
for sure, and big loss for them. So it's just like I said. There's a difference between adjusting and rebuilding. For example, Kansas City. They're not rebuilding. They just fucking adjust and fucking win.
Yeah.
That's what the fuck they do.
Agreed.
I mean, yeah, is that a bit of a bad comparison? But
No.
eh,
No.
what? That's just
I get the point you're trying to make. I'll say that.
the point is that Gonzaga, even though yes they're losing, they lost some players over the years. They're still good. They just adjust.
Mhm.
It's like you got to think of it. It's like, but the thing is, Gonzaga's not a school that just everybody just wants to go to.
Yeah.
Because you can't compare them. You can't compare them to a Duke. You can't compare them to a Kentucky. You can't compare them to a fucking Kansas.
Yeah,
You can't compare them to UConn.
You know what it?
Compare them to North Carolina. Because those teams right there, I'm sorry, I hate to say it, but those teams will forever be good.
you know what it is? Gonzaga is one of those like underrated teams that produce talent. You know, I know John Stockton. He went there. You've had some great. They've had some talent.
You know what it is too. You know what half the problem is? They still play in the West Coast Conference. That's half your fucking problem right there. Like, I remember we talked about it. I think it was last year, and even this year at points there was talks of them moving to the Big 12. Like,
weren't they going to move to the Big 12 or the Pac-12 for basketball?
they were supposed to move to the Big 12, I think last year for basketball, but it never materialized. But that also didn't happen because that conference was expanding anyway. Nobody just realized that at that time.
To the Big 12. They moved to the Big 12. You might as well chalk it up. That Big 12 only just got better.
Oh yeah, of course. And you know what? True. And that remains the case with Houston just walking in. Houston just walking in and winning that regular season championship, and not necessarily making it look easy, but like just doing what they've been doing for the past 4 or 5 years.
They made it look easy. They made it look easy.
Yeah.
Because you mean to tell me your first year in a new conference, you only lost 3 fucking games?
Yeah. They went
serious?
Probably 15-3. I don't know how many conferences they played.
15-2 in conference.
Yeah.
I think.
So we've been at this for damn near almost 2 hours. There's gonna be
Indeed.
a beefy episode to get up on the web. Do we have any final thoughts or any parting thoughts before we disembark on our journey?
No.
Oh no, not really. I feel like this tournament is gonna expose who's really good and who absolutely sucks. But I'm excited for this tournament.
I am too.
Me too.
I wish Cornbell all the best of luck in his 63%. If there's a tournament I wouldn't want to do it, it's definitely this year. Like, hell no. Are you kidding me? Jesus. This is going to be a gauntlet.
To be fair, my final remark, I'll say this. Like Gabe said, a lot of teams are going to get exposed this tournament.
Yeah.
It's talent all through this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's only talent because of the sole fact that, with the whole conference changes and all that, I think that's why this is really starting to get to the nitty-gritty. I'm not going to lie. I don't really see a bad team in this tournament.
Yeah.
And that scares me because,
Agreed.
in past years, we've done brackets and, filled, just for shits and giggles, some for money and all this other shit, but we've seen a lot more, the lower seeds get blown out, absolutely just get ran off the floor. But this year, I don't think there's going to be some lower seeds that get ran off the floor, and that's what scares me the most.
Yeah, I agree.
That's what really scares me the most. So honestly, it's just a matter of who comes out to play and who doesn't.
Yeah.
If you don't come out to play, you're gonna lose. It don't matter who you are.
No, I agree. And I think this tournament this year is going to show us a lot of, okay, what teams, not necessarily take this seriously, because everybody takes it seriously, but like what teams like really and truly lock in and play your best ball is what I think. Oh, on a parting note, Mike Williams is going to be visiting the Panthers, the Jets, and the Steelers this week.
Hmm.
I have nothing else.
Shit.
We'll talk about NFL next week.
Yeah, if you want to, go ahead,
before we
Gabe.
wrap this up, Pee Wee will be making a bracket tournament, and he'll be dropping it on Twitter.
I'll drop it on Twitter, and I'll throw it in the Discord as well.
It's just for shits and giggles. Last year I almost had it. Damn you, Texas!
Damn you, Texas!
Damn you, Texas!
Almost had that damn future, even though everyone thought I was crazy.
We all thought you were crazy.
I still stand on you being crazy because it didn't happen. So.
It didn't happen, but it was close to happening.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, Gabe.
But no cigar.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Close, but no.
But I mean, we could preview the rest of March. I'm pretty sure the next podcast episode will be NFL. We'll probably do a Final Four and a championship preview.
Yeah.
Probably will happen. Those will be Twitter shows that will probably happen in Atlantic City.
Oh yeah, we can just go live on Twitter and AC. Duh.
Yeah.
When you guys gonna be in AC?
It's the UFC card the last weekend of March.
Easter weekend.
I think it's the 29th through whatever that date on that Monday is.
The first.
Yeah.
I'm leaving that Monday.
So am I.
But there's a lot going on.
Yes.
Follow us on Twitter.
We'll we'll have a baseball podcast next week.
Next week. Baseball NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on Instagram. We don't have Instagram.
Not yet.
Follow us. Not yet. Follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Twitch. There's a lot going on. As far as write-ups for the rounds are concerned, I'm pretty sure I'm just letting this be known. I'm leaving it to the four of y'all.
So what? And we can discuss that later this week.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
But if you want in-depth write-ups, join the Discord.
This is the place to be.
Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Spotify. Follow us on YouTube. We're working on Apple Music. It'll probably be set up by the end of the month.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plan. I'm keeping myself to it. I would have set it up tonight, but Apple Syrah and Moscato is a very bad mix.
But it's a good mix.
It is a great mix. So I mean, we'll drop the brackets by tonight. I'm gonna fill mine out tonight. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
But other than that, thank you.
We all fill mine out tonight.
Yeah, we all filling out today. I'm filling mine out today.
I'm filling mine out probably
Oh,
tomorrow.
I'm already starting.
You piece of shit. You piece of shit.
Damn.
But I will. I know Cornbread's gonna try to beat the 63%.
Bless his soul.
Bless your soul. This is
Wisconsin's only minus 4.5 for James Madison.
He's saying James Madison gonna get wiped off the floor. Good luck, buddy.
And Gonzaga's only 5.5 against McNeese.
Cornbread. You still owe us the punishment for the fantasy football.
You do.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
don't forget. We didn't forget, motherfucker.
We're not even in here.
Don't worry about it.
It doesn't matter.
No, I know.
Oh, he'll know.
He's
He'll
gonna
know.
hear it. He's gonna hear this shit. He's gonna hear this shit.
Wait, so what's the
forget,
punishment?
motherfucker. We didn't forget.
He has to go to a restaurant
He has the teddy bear.
with a teddy bear and take it out on a date.
Oh man.
The bow.
And he has to record it. So, listen, buddy. Nobody
has to be.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, Justin, he was running his mouth the whole season.
Oh,
And then Mar and Gabe pulled receipts on him, which was the best part ever.
Yeah, nah.
ran his motherfucking mouth. Ran his motherfucking mouth.
So yeah, he got it coming. So I mean, thank you all for listening. Um, for those who have teams in this tournament, we wish you the best of luck. And yeah, that's about it. So,
Wildcats.
yeah. So
We sleep in May, gentlemen.
We do.
we sleep in May.